Michael from TOEFLresources.com with a TOEFL essay evaluation for Ah Young. I don't have Ah Young's question in front of me, but it was basically something along the lines of, do you think it's better to purchase new technological gadgets right away or wait a little while until they're cheaper? If you want to get your TOEFL essays evaluated, you can follow the link below. Overall, Ah Young, this is a very strong essay. I think it would score in the range of 24 to 26 points on test day, which is a pretty great result. You can see the comments in detail on this side of the document, and in this video I will highlight some of what I think are the most important comments. First of all, your introduction. The introduction is not exactly like I teach most of my students to do. I usually teach a 5-sentence template, which students can use every single time they write an independent essay. But I know you were having some trouble finishing your essays in half an hour, so I think your shorter version is fine. The only thing you're going to want to change, I think, is your opening line. The opening line, the first sentence of an introduction, is what we call a hook, which introduces the topic of the essay in an interesting way before stating your main point. The problem with yours is it was a little bit long and overly complicated. The grammar is okay, but you want to be a bit more concise in your hook. You wrote, "Some people take it for granted that waiting until new technological devices become popular is better because it will be cheaper soon with increasing production." I kind of ran out of breath reading that. A more concise version I suggested over here. Some people take it for granted that waiting to purchase technological devices will save them money. Following that, you stated your main belief, which is great, and you also very quickly summarized your 2 reasons. I did suggest changing better to more effectively, because notice how you used work better and deal with stress better. I'd like you to vary your vocabulary a little bit. Otherwise, pretty solid introduction. Let's take a look at your first body paragraph. Again, the first body paragraph is quite good. I like how you began with first of all. That's a nice transition. And I like that your topic sentence is a very good, concise summary of the paragraph that follows. You wrote, "First of all, buying new technological devices contributes to working more efficiently." You wrote in your earlier topic sentence something like, "The first reason I feel this way is because of an experience I had with my father." That was in your previous essay, which is a fine sentence grammatically, but it doesn't introduce the reason that you're going to explore in that paragraph. So good job here. Comment 7, I liked the vocabulary here. You said it can motivate people to work at their jobs with great zeal and enthusiasm. I like how you used zeal and enthusiasm. You want to show off your vocabulary in these TOEFL essays. Sometimes it can sound a bit cheesy when you're trying to use fancy vocabulary, but take that risk. You want to show the grader that you have good English vocabulary. So use your imagination. Use words that you think are appropriate. Comment 14, you did make a subject-verb agreement error. You said this demonstrates that using new technological devices stimulate people to work harder. Stimulates people to work harder is correct. I really want you to try in your proofreading to fix kind of like simple mistakes like that. If you make very, very basic level mistakes, like subject-verb agreement errors, they'll cost you a lot on test day. So try your best to avoid those. Taking a look at your second body paragraph, this one's also quite good, and it has a good topic sentence. Comment 16 is about your use of an adverb. Now, it's not a firm rule, as I explained here, but I usually suggest putting the adverb as close as possible to the verb which it modifies. This means you should avoid putting an adverb at the very end of a sentence. And again, this isn't a rule. It's fine, it's okay to put an adverb at the end of the sentence, but if you want your English to sound more natural and more native-like, you put that adverb close to the verb. So your sentence, originally you wrote, moreover, buying new technological devices can help us to deal with stress well. I do suggest you change that to deal well with stress. It's a very minor thing. Don't worry too much if it's difficult. You can do it like this if you want. But as a general rule, put those adverbs near the verb. And actually, if you scroll down and look at comment 27, I made the same suggestion. Next, you said in comment 23 that when your friend was using his smartphone, he could blow his worries away. I suggest changing that to just like stop worrying about his problems. Blow away is a little bit too colloquial. It's kind of casual, it's slang, and it's not appropriate in a TOEFL essay. Very quickly, moving down to your conclusion. Again, the conclusion, like the introduction, is a little bit shorter than what I usually teach my students. But again, you were struggling to get your essays done in half an hour, so it's okay. It does contain a restatement of your main point, and it also includes a quick summary of your 2 reasons, so it's fine. The only suggestion I'm going to make here is comment 31, which instead of saying that not waiting for them to become popular is more advantageous, I suggest changing that to purchasing them right away is better than waiting until they are more popular and affordable. That includes a little bit more of the question. Specifically, it mentions both options. And I'm going to leave it at that, actually. Young, I'll send you the email containing all of the detailed comments and corrections, but those are the ones I want you to be most aware of. If you have any questions, just ask. For those of you who aren't Young, if you want to get an evaluation like this, just follow the link in the comments or in the annotation, and you'll find out exactly how you can do that. Thanks very much for watching.